Ever wish an idle RPG gave you more to do than just collect rewards every few hours? Northeld, Idle Dungeon RPG mixes dungeon crawling with castle building, so you're constantly deciding whether to strengthen your army or improve your kingdom first. If you're tired of idle games that play themselves with barely any strategy, this one might be worth a look. And hey, if you're hunting for the next great idle RPG instead of wasting storage space on disappointing ones, hit that like button and subscribe. We test them so you don't have to. The gameplay revolves around a simple but satisfying loop. You build up your castle, send your army into the dungeon, collect loot, return home, upgrade everything, then head back for another run. Every trip pushes you a little deeper with stronger enemies waiting on each floor. Combat is fully automated, so your job isn't mashing buttons. The real strategy happens before the battle even starts. You decide which units to recruit, how to balance your squad, and when it's time to invest in upgrades instead of rushing deeper into the dungeon. Your castle is where most of your long-term progression happens. You'll construct barracks to train troops, forges to improve equipment, and research halls that unlock permanent upgrades. Watching your base slowly transform from a tiny outpost into a thriving fortress is easily one of the game's biggest strengths. Army building also has a nice layer of customization. You can recruit humans, orcs, and dwarves, then mix melee fighters, ranged attackers, and magic users into a team that fits your playstyle. It's not the deepest team-building system you'll ever see, but it offers enough variety to keep experimenting. Loot is another big motivator. Every dungeon run has the chance to reward better weapons, armor, and magical equipment. Bosses drop the best prizes, and once dragons start appearing, the challenge ramps up even more. Better gear means stronger troops, which lets you tackle even tougher dungeon floors. Crafting and research keep the progression moving even when you're not actively fighting. Instead of relying entirely on random drops, you're steadily improving your kingdom through permanent upgrades that make future dungeon runs easier. Since this is an idle RPG, AFK progression is a huge part of the experience. Buildings continue working, research finishes, and your kingdom keeps growing while you're away. It's perfect for players who only have a few minutes to check in throughout the day, instead of sitting through long gaming sessions. One thing to keep in mind is that combat is almost entirely auto battle. If you're looking for manual controls, skill combos, or fast-paced action, you probably won't find enough here. Much of the enjoyment comes from planning your upgrades and watching your long-term progress pay off. The endless dungeon also cuts both ways. There's always another floor to conquer, which keeps progression going, but it can eventually feel repetitive, since the core gameplay loop doesn't change dramatically over time. At least the game avoids forcing constant attention. Offline progression means you're still making progress even when you're busy, making it easy to fit into your daily routine. So, is Northeld Idle Dungeon RPG worth playing? If you enjoy idle progression, base building, and steadily growing a stronger army without needing lightning-fast reflexes, there's plenty here to enjoy. But if you prefer action-heavy combat or constantly changing gameplay, the auto-battle focus and repetitive dungeon loop might not keep you hooked for long. What do you think? Does the castle building system make this stand out from other idle RPGs, or does it need more hands-on gameplay? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this overview, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more idle RPG reviews and overviews. Until next time, happy grinding, and may your next boss finally drop the loot you've been chasing.